Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Study with Ishant. And today I am back with a brand new series of the solution of a very famous book in the field of ITG, which is The Black Book. Author of this book is Vikas Gupta sir and Pankaj Joshi sir. They both teach in the Vibrant Academy, Kota, that is a very famous institute for the preparation of ITG. And this is a kind of book which, if you solve this book, then you can solve any problem of JEE Mains Maths. Okay, if you want a full score in JEE Mains Maths, you have to solve this book. So from today, I am starting a new series where I will be covering the one by one chapters of this book. So the very first chapter which I will be covering is limits. Although the first chapter which is given in this book is functions, but yeah, functions I will be doing it later. First of all, we'll starting with limits because limits is a part where student generally feels confident because it's a easy part. And I will be covering calculus first, then algebra and coordinate geometry, then trio. Okay, so in a month or 2 or 3 months, we will be covering all whole the black book solution. Okay, the very first chapter, which is the limits. Okay, I will be providing you the PDF of the black book. You can just go and solve this if you have not purchased it yet. Okay, so let us start with the very first question. If you see here, this is the very first problem which is in this given in this book, which is limit x tends to 0 cos of tan x minus cos x upon x to the power 4. We have to evaluate this limit. Okay, the very first step which arises during solving a limit problem is to check the which type of limit is there. If you substitute x is equals to 0 in the numerator and denominator, then this is nothing but 0 by 0 form, means this value is tending to 0, also this value is tending to 0. Whenever 0 by 0 form is there, you can apply the L'Hopital rule. But I will suggest you, whenever you have been given the trigo, the function trigo inside the trigo, okay, like these functions, you don't have to just go by the derivative method or L'Hopital rule. It's a very famous rule, but instead you can just see the basic cos c minus cos d. Okay, you have to apply simple trigonometry and first you have to simplify the expression. See, this is cos c minus cos d. You have remembered the formula for cos c minus cos d. Okay, cos c minus cos d. What was the formula? If you remember, minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 sine c minus d by 2. This is the formula for sine c minus sine d. Okay, you can just substitute this thing in this. Okay, so the limit becomes limit x tending to 0. This is minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 means tan x plus x by 2 and sine tan x minus x by 2. Okay, upon x to the power 4. We have simplified this. Now, what will you do here? Will you apply L'Hopital rule? No. You know a standard limit result, which is what? Limit x tends to 0, sine x by x, it's 1. You know this? Okay, if you apply L'Hopital rule here, then it becomes cos x only and cos 0 is 1. Okay, this is the standard limit result. You can apply it here. See, this is the condition when you substitute 0. So this should tend to 0 by 0 form. Here also same condition is happening. If you substitute x0, tan 0, 0, 0. So it is substituting, means it is tending to 0 by 0. Okay, and we need the same x here also. So we will multiply and divide both the sign by tan x plus x by 2 and tan x minus x by 2 respectively. Okay, see here, limit x tends to 0, minus of 2 sine tan x plus x by 2 upon tan x plus x by 2. Sorry. Okay, we have divided or multiply tan x plus x by 2. Okay, expression is like this only. Okay, also for this expression, sine tan x minus x by 2, okay, upon tan x minus x by 2 and tan x minus x by 2. This is also okay, simplified. Now upon x to the power 4. Now see, this sign is tending to 0 by 0 form. Substitute x equals 0 means value of this limit will be 1. Also, value for this limit will be 1 because these both are tending to 0 by 0, and by the standard result, these two are 1. Okay. Now we are left with this and this. Okay. So first of all, you can see what we have done here. Then we'll move further. Okay. Now see. Let me know. Okay. Now see. Now we are left like this. Limit x tends to 0 minus 2 tan x plus x by 2, okay, and tan x minus x by 2 upon x to the power 4. We are left with this limit only. Okay. Now see what we will do here. What will you now do here? You can do one thing. You can you know one more result, that limit x tends to 0. Tan x by x is also 1. Sin and tan are 1 upon x. Okay. So you can do one thing here. Limit x tends to 0. Okay. You can take x common from here. Okay. See what we will do. This is minus 2 and x to the power 4. You have taken x common from here, so x here, and this will become 1 plus tan x by x upon 2, and this will become tan x minus x upon 2 upon, no, upon is not it, only we are left with this. Okay. Now this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled. Okay. You can cancel this as well, but you have not cancelled this. A reason is there. Okay. See, now x and x cancel. So limit x tends to 0 minus 1 upon x cube. Okay. 1 plus tan x by x upon 2 and tan x minus x. Now what will you do here? You can use the series Taylor expansion. You will know the expansion of tan x. It is x plus x cube by 3 and so on. You can remember up to 2 only because we don't need further. Okay. So now see what will you do here. Now limit x tends to 0 minus 1 by x cube, 1 plus tan x by x upon 2 and tan x minus, you have substituted now it the Taylor expansion, x plus x cube by 3 and so on minus x. Okay. Now these x will be cancelled, and if you substitute x with this will become 1 because limit x will be tan x by x is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2, means this whole will also become 1 because 2 and 2 cancel. Okay. You are left with simply what? Minus x cube upon 3x cube. X cube and x cube cancel. Your answer for this question is minus 1 by 3. Okay. This is the only the option here. Option number B. Option number B is the answer for the first question of the black book. Okay, so this was a good question. Okay, this can come in JEE Mains exam. This has come. Okay, I think in 2019 or 2020 the same question was asked. Okay, you can check the previous year. Okay, so come on, let's move to the next question. Moving on to the question number 2. This question number 2 of the black book. Okay, so this is a question where to find the value of this limit. Limit x tends to 0 sin x minus tan x whole square minus 1 minus cos 2x to the power 4 plus x to the power 5 upon 7 tan inverse x to the power 7 plus sin inverse x to the power 6 plus 3 sin to the power 5x. Now, whenever you get a limit question, just check the form. This is 0 by 0 form, and whenever 0 by 0 form is there, you have to apply the L'Hopital rule. But here you can't apply L'Hopital rule because this question will become very lengthy. Okay, I will tell you a shorter and a very simple approach. You need to remember 2 to 3 standard limit results. Okay, I am writing it here. If you don't know these results, you can just read it from here. Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is equal to limit x tends to 0, sin inverse x by x is equals to limit x tends to 0, tan inverse x by x is equals to 1. These all limits are 1. Okay. And one more standard limit result which you need to remember is limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square, it is 1 by 2. This thing you have to remember. Okay, this is a very important result. Now, using these, we can solve this. Okay, first of all, see, you have been given what? Limit x tends to 0, sin x minus tan x to the whole square. You can simplify it. You can write tan x as sin x by cos x. Okay, so limit x tends to 0. This will be what? Sin x minus sin x by cos x to the whole square minus, this is in the form of this 1 minus cos x, here 2x. Okay, so 1 minus cos x by x square is 1 by 2. Okay, so what we will do here, we will multiply and divide by x square, but here x square is 2x, means we have to multiply and divide by 4x square. Getting? See, 1 minus cos 2x upon 4x square and 4x square. Okay, and to the power 4, because same x and x square should be same. Okay, this should be square of x. Okay, so this is the square of 2x. So we did here and plus x to the power 5 upon, see, you can apply these limits, multiply and divide by x here, here and here. Okay, so this will simply become what? This will become 7x to the power 7 plus x to the power 6 plus 3x to the power 5. Simple. Okay, denominator solved. Now to solve the numerator. Okay, this will become what? This will become 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2, and see, here you can take sin x common. So this will become what? Limit x tends to 0. Sin x, here square is there, so sin square x. Sin square x and 1 minus 1 upon cos x to the whole square. Minus, here this is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 4x square to the power 4 plus x to the power 5 upon 7x to the power 7 plus x to the power 6 plus 3x to the power 5. Okay, here see, here sin square x is there. Okay, limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1. So you have to multiply and divide here by x square and upon x square. So this will simply become 1. Okay, now here you will take the LCM. Okay, now you can do it like this. This will become 1. Okay, so here this will become x square and cos x minus 1. Cos x minus 1 upon cos x whole square minus, this will become 2 to the power 4 means 16 x to the power 8 minus x to the power 5. Okay, upon 7x to the power 7 plus x to the power 6 plus 3x to the power 5. Okay, now see, here also this result will be used. How? This is cos x minus 1. Okay, take cos x to the x square denominator and take minus sign common from here, but square is there, so minus 1 whole square is 1 only. Okay, so this will become what? X square upon cos square x. Okay, and 1 minus cos x to the whole square minus 16x to the power 8 minus x to the power 5 upon 7x to the power 7 plus x to the power 6 plus 3x to the power 5. Okay, now 1 minus cos x, you have to take x squared for this standard result, so multiply and divide by x. Multiply and divide by x square. What will do here? Multiply and divide by x square. Okay, so means x square here and x square and x square here. Let us do it on the next slide. Here space is less. Okay, see here this is what? X square upon cos square x 1 minus cos x by x square into x square whole square minus 16 x to the power 8 minus x to the power 5 upon 7x to the power 7 plus x to the power 6 and plus 3x to the power 5. This is like this. Okay, now this will become 1 by 2. This will become 1 by 2. Okay, and we'll solve it further. So you can note down these results. Okay, now let us quickly do it. Here, if you see, this is x square by cos square x, and this is 1 by 2. So x square by 2 to the whole square minus 16x to the power 8 minus x to the power 5 upon 7x to the power 7 plus x to the power 6 plus 3x to the power 5. Okay, so this will become what? This will become square. So this will become 4. Now here, if you see, this will become x to the power 4 upon 4 cos square x minus 16x to the power 8 minus x to the power 5. Okay, here square 4 to the 8, it will become 8. I'm sorry. This is x square, so x 4 5 6. This will 6. I'm sorry. This is x to the power 6 minus 16x to the power 8 upon 7x to the power 7 plus x to the power 6 plus 3x to the power 5. Okay, our expression is like this. Now moving further, here if you now see, so you can take the smallest power of the x common from here, means x to the power 5 from common from numerator and denominator as well. So our final limit will look like this. Limit x tends to 0. You have took x to the power 5 common from all. Okay, so x to the power 5, x to the power 5 cancel. This become x upon 4 cos square x minus 16 x cube. Oh, here plus is there. I'm sorry, sign mistake. And plus what? This will become 1 upon here also x power 5 common, 7x square plus x plus 3. Now substitute x is equals to 0. So this will become 0, this will become 0, this will become 0, this will become 0. The final answer for this question is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is the final answer for this question. Okay, means option number D is the answer for this question. Okay, moving on to the next question. Okay, so moving on to the question number 3. Question number 3 is saying limit a is equals to limit x tends to 0. We have been given 3 limits and we have to compare the value of a, b and c. Okay, so the value of the limit a, first of all we calculate this. Okay, so the limit a is saying limit x tends to 0, ln cos 2x upon 3x square. B is limit x tends to 0, sin square 2x upon x upon 1 minus c square. C is limit x tends to 1, root x minus x upon ln x. Okay, we have to compare the values of a, b and c. So come on, let us solve this question. First of all, we are solving the limit number a. So this is saying limit x tends to 0, ln cos 2x upon 3x square. Now see, this is a very small limit. Okay, you can check the form. This is 0 by 0 form, so you can apply the L'Hopital rule here. No issues. Where you have to derivate the numerator as well as the denominator. Okay, so ln x derivative is 1 by x. So this will become what? 1 upon cos 2x. Now applying the chain rule, derivative of cos 2x minus of 2 sin 2x upon the derivative of the denominator 6x. So a is coming out to be sin 2x upon cos 2x tan 2x minus of 2 tan 2x upon 6x. So this will become minus tan 2x upon 3x. Now what will you do here? You have I have told you that one limit, standard limit, that limit x tends to 0, tan x by x, this is always 1. So you can just apply it here, multiply and divide numerator and denominator by 2x. Okay, so multiplying by 2x and dividing by 2x. So this whole tan 2x by 2x will be approaching to 0. So this will be equal to 1. X and x cancel. So value of a is what? Minus 2 by 3. Means this is roughly minus 0.6. A value got. Now the B1. Come on, let's do the B1. B is saying limit x tends to 0, sin square 2x Sine square 2x upon x 1 minus e to the power x. So see, again the standard limit x by sin x by x 1. So multiplying dividing by here square is there. So 4x square. Okay. So multiplying by 4x square and dividing by 4x square. So this and this will become 1 and the x will cancel here. So this will become what? 4x upon 1 minus e to the power x. Now one more standard limit you have to remember. Limit x tends to 0. E to the power x minus 1 upon x. This is also 1. Here if you take minus sign common, so this will become what? Minus 4x upon e to the power x minus 1. Now to convert in this form, so multiply and divide by x. Okay. So this thing will become what? 1 and x cancel. So this will become minus 4. Means value of b is minus 4. Okay. Now coming on to the value of c. Okay. So space is there, so I have to rub this. Okay. A value is minus 0.6. Okay. A value is minus 0.6. So now coming on to the value of c. The value of c, the limit is given. Limit x is tending to 1. Root x minus x by ln x. This is also 0 by 0 form. So apply the L'Hopital rule. The derivative of root x 1 by 2 root x. Derivative of x 1. Derivative of ln x 1 by x. Okay. So this will become what? This will become this will go to the numerator. So x by 2 root x minus x. Okay. And simply if you substitute 1 here, so this is coming minus 1 by 2. Means minus 0.5. Value of c is what? Value of b is minus 4. Value of c is minus 0.5. Now I have to compare the values of a, b and c. The smallest one is what? Smallest one is a because minus 0.6. Then the smallest value is what? Then the smallest value is b minus 4 or I'm sorry, the smallest value is b minus 4 because in negative the highest number is always what? Less. So b is very less. Then a, then c. Means b, a and c. Let us see the options. Okay, so b, a and c. Yeah, option number D is matching. I'm not writing the options. I will provide you the PDF of this chapter. Okay, limits chapter. You can just see from there. The correct answer would be D. Okay, B, A, and C. Yeah. Okay. So this was the question. Now moving on to the next question. Moving on to the question number 4. Question number 4 is saying if fx is cot inverse 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3x square and gx is cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, then you have to evaluate the value of this limit. Okay. First of all, we need to find the expressions fx and gx. Okay. Fx is given as cot inverse 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3x square. We have to find fx. See, this is a very standard function. Okay. All of you know that what we have to do is we have to substitute x is equals to tan x. Substitute x as tan x. What will it make? It will make cot inverse 3 tan x minus tan cube x upon 1 minus 3 tan square x. If you remember, this is the formula for tan 3x. So this will become cot inverse tan 3x. Now, using some inverse trigonometric functions. If you remember one formula that cot inverse tan x is pi by 2 minus x. This is the formula. Cot inverse tan x is pi by 2 minus x. Okay. You can now just apply this formula. So cot inverse tan 3x. So it will become what? Pi by 2 minus 3x. Means this is our function f of x. Fx is pi by 2 minus 3x. Okay. Now taking out the function gx. So gx. One more thing, you can substitute x is equal to tan x one more time here. So this will become what? This will become cos inverse 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x. If you remember, the formula for cos 2x is also in the term of tan x. So this is only the formula 1 minus tan square x upon root of tan square x. If you simplify it, it will come out to be cos 2x only. Okay. So this will become what? Cos inverse cos 2x. Okay. Assuming that it is the principal range, so gx will be coming out to be in 2x. So we've got our two functions gx and fx. Now we will substituting into this limit and find the value. Okay. Now you can see what we have done here, fx and gx, how we've taken. Okay. So come on, let us now evaluate this limit. Now see, here it is saying limit x tends to a. Fx, what is fx? Pi by 2 minus 3x. F of a, substitute x is equals to a, this will become what? Pi by 2 minus 3a upon g of x is 2x and g of a is 2 times a. Okay, final our expression is made like this. Now you can simplify it. This will become what? Pi by 2 cancel and minus minus plus 1 will become 3a minus 3x upon 2x minus 2a and limit x tends to a. Now see, limit x is tending to a means x is tending to some constant value, means here x will be what? Variable. Here generally student gets confused. X is variable and a is what? Constant. Because x is approaching to a means different value of x are involved there and it is approaching to what? An finite number a. So that is constant means you will be differentiating it, applying the L'Hopital rule here with respect to x. Okay, we will be derivating with respect to x and treating a as constant. If you derivative it, this is 0, so minus 3 and here upon 2 and this is 0, so minus 3 by 2 is the answer for this particular limit. Okay, yeah, option number D is the answer. Okay, it was also a very simple question. Okay, question number 4. Now moving on to the question number 5. Okay, now moving on to the question number 5. So, see, question number 5 saying limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x to the power 2 by x upon e square to the power 4 by sin x. We have to evaluate the value of this limit. Okay, so first of all, see, whenever this type of limit is given where the variable power is there, if you substitute x is equals to 0 here, so this will become what? This will become 0 and 2 by 0 infinity means infinity, this will become infinity only. So, here if you see 1 to the power infinity and sin 0 0 to the power infinity, 1 to the power infinity, infinity to the power infinity. This is the form of infinity to the power infinity. So whenever infinity to the power infinity form is given, you have to take log both the sides. Okay, assuming that the value of limit is L, so L will be equal to limit x tends to 0 and 1 plus x to the power 2 by x upon e square and 4 by sin x. Okay, now taking log both the sides. Okay, now take log both the sides. So log L will be equal to what? If you took the log, then 4 by sin x will come forward, 4 by sin x and log 1 plus x to the power 2 by x upon e square. Okay, now applying the properties of log here, log a by b. So 4 by sin x and this will be log a minus log b. So log 1 plus x to the power 2 by x minus log to the base, assuming we have took the base e log e square. Okay, so this will become what? 4 by sin x and this will come further and log 1 plus x and minus 2 because log e to the base e is what? 1. Now you are left with this. Now what will you do here? Log 1 plus x. If you remember the Taylor expansion, see in limit Taylor expansion is very much important. If you see here, first of all, let us simplify this log L. Okay, limit x is tending to 0. So this will also tend to 0. If it tends to 0, then limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1. So multiplying and dividing by x, so this will become 1. So it will become 4 by x and 2 by x. Now the Taylor expansion of log 1 by x. If you don't remember, it is x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 and so on, and minus 2. Now 4 by x, and if you took inside, so 2 minus x by 2 plus x square, 2x square by 3 and so on, and minus 2 is also here at the last, so minus 2 and plus 2 cancel. Now if you see here, then uh, here 2 and 2 cancel, I'm sorry, this is a mistake. Okay, now if you took this inside the bracket, so this will become what? This will become minus 4 and plus 4 to the 8 x by 3, and all the terms of x will be there, and here also what, limit x is tending to 0, and if you substitute x 0, then after 4 all the terms will be equal to 0. So here log L is what, is minus 4, means value of log L is minus 4, and the value of the limit L is e to the power minus 4. Okay, means option number B is the answer. Okay, always remember, infinity by infinity, whenever this form comes, you have to take log both the sides. Okay, assuming limit value as L. Okay, now moving on to the question number 6. Okay, now moving on to the question number 6 and 7. Okay, question number 6 is saying limit x tends to infinity, 3 by x, greatest integer of x by 4 is p by q. You have to find the value of p by q. It's very simple. See, you know one property, that greatest integer of x is, means fraction part of x is x minus greatest integer of x. Okay, so the fraction part of x is what, x minus fractional part of x, greatest integer of x value. Okay, just substitute here limit x tending to infinity and 3 by x, and this will become what, for x by 4, yeah, x by 4 minus greatest integer of x by 4. Okay, this is called the, now put in the bracket, so 3 by 4 minus 3 by x into fractional part of x by 4. You know fractional part is always equal to 0 or 1. Okay, it is also it is also 0 and 1 always. So now substitute a limit x as infinity, so 1 by infinity, this will be equal to 0. So your limit is what, 3 by 4, and this is equals to p by q. So p plus q is 7, means option number B for question number 6. Now moving on to question number 7. This question is interesting because this is the combination of functions and limits. Okay, so see, first of all, if you see here, fx is given, you have to calculate the limit fx, a function fx will come, and you have to verify it with the 4 options. Okay, I will be reading the options and will be telling the correct answer. First of all, let's find a function fx. Limit n is tending to infinity, and we need to find this limit. So whenever this type of limit comes, you have to take the any one term common here. The first term common generally you can take, means x to the power n you can take common. First of all, let us simplify this function. So fx will be equal to what, x to the power n plus pi by 3 to the power n upon x, means x to the power n by x, and pi by 3 to the power n and upon pi by 3, so it will become 3 by pi if you took it into the denominator. Okay, now see, you have to take x to the power n common from numerator as well as from the denominator. Okay, so x to the power n will be cancelled, so this will be remaining with 1 plus pi by 3x to the power n. Okay, and upon, this will become 1 by x plus pi by 3x to the power n into 3 by pi, and limit n is tending to infinity. Now just substitute the value of n as infinity. Okay, you have to remember one result, that anything the power infinity is always what? 0. Anything to power infinity is 0. Okay, here if you see, yeah, so n to the power infinity is 0. Now substitute the value infinity, so this will become 0 and this whole will become 0, means the function fx will be equal to what? The function fx will be equal to 1 upon 1 by x, means the function fx is what? X, means y is equals to x. Okay, the graph of this function fx is what? Like this. Y is equal to x simply. Okay, uh, it's like this. This is y is equal to x. That was y is equal to minus x. I'm sorry. Y and x. Now you have to verify the four options. This was the limit. First option is saying if f is belonging from pi by 3 to infinity and pi by 3 to infinity, means pi by 3 close to infinity open and pi by 3 close to infinity open, then the function is invertible. You always know that function y is equal to x. This is not invertible because for that it needs to be what? It needs to be onto. But this y equal to x function is not onto. So first option rejected. Fx is equals to f of minus x has infinite number of solution. No, it has only one solution. Fx is equals to minus fx. Okay, means x is equals to minus x. Okay, here you can see two solutions are possible. Means x can be 0 or x can be what? This is 2x is equals to 2x is equals to 1. X can be 1 by 2. But if you substitute x equal to 1 by 2 here, but this is not satisfying, means only one solution x is equal to 0 is there. Means option number B is also uh, not in the option. So f, now C option saying fx is equal to mod of fx, means x is equals to mod of x. How many solutions are there? If you see, then only two solutions are possible. If you see here, from one, if you see here, one common solution which is x is equals to 0. That is only satisfying here. Okay, means only one solution is possible. So C option is cancelled. Number D is saying fx is 1 1 function for all x belong to R. Yes, y is equal to x is a what? 1 1 function. We all know that. Okay, because it passes the what? Mirror test. If you see, then it is symmetric about what? It is symmetric about the y-axis. So this is 1 1 function. Means option number D is correct for the question number 7. So this was the question which was the combination of functions and limits. Okay, now moving on to the question number 8. Okay, so moving on to the question number 8 and question number 9. Okay, question number 8 is saying limit x tends to 0 sine pi cos square into tan sine x by x square. Okay, we have to evaluate this limit. So now if you substitute x is equals to 0, this the form of limit is what? 0 by 0, means this is also tending to 0 and this is also tending to 0. Whenever the limit is tending to 0 and the form is 0 by 0, you have to apply the L'Hopital rule. But first of all, let us simplify this. See, now if you see here, limit x tend to 0 sine pi into cos square tan sine x. Okay, here if you see, we know cos square x is 1 minus sine square x. Okay, so we will be substituting this. Okay, so this is cos square x, so 1 minus sine square tan of sine x upon x square. Okay, now the limit will look like this: sine pi minus pi sine square tan of sine x upon x square. Okay, limit x tend to 0. Now if you see this, this is in the form of sine pi minus x. So we know the identity of sine pi minus x is nothing but sine x. Okay, so we will be applying this into this. So this whole will become what? This will become limit x tend to 0 sine of sine x. This will become what? This will become sine pi minus x. So this will become what? This will become pi sine square tan of sine x by x square. Okay, again the limit is 0 by 0 form. Now we will be using the standard limit results: sine x by x when limit x tends to 0, this is what? 1. Okay, so sine x, so we will multiplying by tan sine x upon tan sine x. Okay, so tan sine x upon tan sine x. Okay, so this whole will become what? We have to square this first of all. Okay, so because sine square is there, so this whole will become what? This will become what? 1. And we are left with limit x tend to 0 pi tan square sine x upon x square. Okay, now again this is 0 by 0 form. Okay, we will be applying another standard result. We know that limit x tend to 0 tan x by x is 1. Okay, we are applying the same thing here. So we will apply now. See, we are left with limit x tend to 0 pi tan square sin x upon x square. Okay, now we will multiplying and divide by sine square. Why? Because here square is there. I limit x tend to those tan x by x is 1. So multiplying by sine square x and sine square x. So according to standard limit result, this will become 1. And we are left with what? See, limit x tend to 0 pi sine square x by x square. The pi is constant. Okay, so it will come to the outer side of limit, and we know this is the standard limit, and this the answer of the limit is 1. So the answer for this whole question is pi, only pi. Means answer is pi for the question number 8, which is option number A. Okay, question number 8 is done. Pi is the answer. Now coming on to the next question number 9. This is a very relevant question that can be asked in JEE Mains. Okay, it is saying that if the function is defined as x less than 3 and x greater than 3, okay, we need to find the limit which exists and tell the value of lambda. If limit exists, then we know that left hand limit and right hand limit are equal. So here also we will do this. Limit x tend to 3, the some value smaller than 3, then this function is there, e to the power x plus 3. First of all, we solve this limit. Okay, then we'll solve other limit to the whole power x by 27 minus 9 upon 3 to the power x minus 27. We have to evaluate this limit. Okay, first of all, see this e to the power something. You have to remember only one property here. E to the power ln a is always a. Okay, we are applying same here. Ln 27 means this must be in the power to the 27, then only this has came forward. So this will be limit x tending to 3 e to the power ln 27 to the power x plus 3 and to the power x by 27 minus 9 upon 3 to the power x minus 27. Okay, now we know according to the exponential rule, x plus 3 and x by 27 will be commonly multiplied, and this will be look like limit x tend to 3 e to the power ln 27 to the power x x plus 3 by 27 minus 9 upon 3 to the power x minus 27. Okay, e to the power ln x. Now here x is 27 to the power x x plus 3 upon 27 minus 9. Okay, so let us do it further. I'm rubbing this question number 8. Now this will become what? E to the power ln x. So this will be only 27 to the power x x plus 2 upon 27 according to this property. Okay, so this will be limit x tend to 3. This will be 27 to the power x x plus 3 by 27. Yeah, minus 9 upon 3 to the power x minus 27. Now we can write these terms in the terms of square. 27 is 3 to the power 3, 9 is 3 to the power 2. So limit x tend to 3, this will be 3 to the power 3 and 3 and 27 will be cancelled, so 9 will be left, means the whole will be left like x plus 3 upon 9 3 the 27 minus 3 to the square upon 3 to the power x minus 3 to cube. Now what will you do here? You can see if you put x is equals to 3 here, okay, so this will become what? This will become 3 into 3 plus 6 upon 3, 3 to the power 6, okay, 3 to the power 6 upon 3 to the power what? 3 to the power 3 minus 3, okay, so this will be becoming 0 by 0 form, okay. Now what we will do here? If this is 0 by 0 form, we will apply the L'Hopital rule here. Okay. You know derivative of a to the power x is what? A to the power x ln a. You will derivate here. So this will become what? Limit x tend to 3. You can do a derivative. This will remain as it is. X plus 3 upon here 9 is there. I'm sorry. 9 upon 9, and this the derivative of this will be 0 and multiplied by the derivative of this according to the chain rule. This is what? This is x square plus 3x upon 9. So this is what? 2x plus 3 upon 9. Yeah, this will be only u dash v yeah 2x plus 3 by 9. Okay, 2x plus 3 by 9. 2x plus 3 by 9 into ln 3 upon derivative of 3 to the power x, 3 to the power x ln 3, and 3 cube yani 27 constant, so derivative 0. Now this will be cancelled here. You will be simply putting the values here, so you will get what? Simply put the value as 3, so you got 3 and 3 into 6 by 9, 3 to the 3 square into 3 to the 6, 7, 8, 9, this will be 1 upon 3 to the cube, means this will be what? This will be 1 by 3, means the value for this limit is 1 by 3, okay, means LHS is coming out to be what? 1 by 3. You can write it here, left hand limit is coming 1 by 3. Now solving the right hand limit, okay, you can see what we have done. I am explaining it again. Here limit was given e to the power something and minus sign upon 3 to the power x minus 27. We have applied the property of e to the power ln a is equals to a, okay. We have applied the property of log here, ln a to the power x is x ln a, okay. Simply we have done this and our final limit is looking like this. Then we have written the whole thing in the terms of perfect square of 3, okay. You can do it here also. Then we have derived it, means we have done the derivative with respect to x, means apply the L'Hopital rule, and we have entered the answer 1 by 3, okay. Now solving the right hand limit, you can see, okay. Come on, let us solve the right hand limit. Now, right hand limit is what? Limit x tends to 3, lambda into 1 minus cos x minus 3 upon x minus 3 tan x minus 3. Okay. Here also standard limit result should be used, means limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is 1, and limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square is 1 by 2. You will use this, okay. Here if you see, then for making it in the terms of this limit, you have to multiply and divide by what? X minus 3, okay. Equation is balanced. This limit will be tending to 1 and this whole limit will be 1 by 2, means the value for the right hand limit is what? 1 by 2, means lambda by 2. Now you have to substitute the LHL and RHL equal, means lambda by 2 is equals to lambda by 2 is 1 by 3, means lambda is 2 by 3. Option number C. Okay. Now moving on to the question number 10. Okay, moving on to the question number 10. Question number 10 is saying limit x tends to pi by 3 sine pi by 3 minus x upon 2 cos x minus 1. This is a very easy question. You can see again the limit is 0 by 0 form, means simply apply the L'Hopital rule here. Okay. First of all, whenever limit questions, you have to see whether standard results of integration are applying or not. Here, if you know that limit x tends to 0, sine x by x is 1. So simply apply here, means sine pi by 3 by x. Okay, so multiply and divide by sine pi by, means pi by 3 minus x, upon 2 cos x minus 1, multiply and divide by pi by 3 minus x upon pi by 3 minus x, and limit x tends to 0, means this whole limit will be 1. Okay, and we are left with pi by 3 minus x upon 2 cos x minus 1. Just apply the L'Hopital rule here. It is 0 by 0 form. So minus 1 upon minus 2 sin x. This cancel, and substituting value x is equal to pi by 3, it's root 3 by 2, sin pi by 3 root 3 by 2, 1 upon 2 into root 3 by 2, root 2 to become 1 by root 3 is the answer for this question, option number B. Okay, easy question. Moving on to the question number 11.